Hello everyone, I am your Kerbal for today, and I wanted to take a look at an SSTO or a single stage to orbit rocket versus a TSTO or a two stage to orbit rocket in terms of the differences in delta V that we see when we finally do reach our orbit. Okay, first let's have a look at the SSTO. So this rocket weighs 429.695 tons. Here I'm showing you the engines so you can see the type that I've used. And here is the TSTO. So this one, I've tried to keep the weight as close as possible. It weighs 429.610 tons. The engines for the first stage I've kept exactly the same. Okay, let's launch. So, for both of these launches, I've used the MechJeb mod to control the ascent. That way, it's going to use the exact same trajectory for each rocket, because, you know, scientific method and all that. You can see about now, the engines are throttling down to about 2/3. This is because in the lower parts of the atmosphere, the air is so thick that we've got a large amount of wind resistance. So if we lower our air velocity or keep it low, we're going to maximize our efficiency and we can throttle up as we get higher up into the atmosphere. Okay, we're really building up some speed now. We can see the heat effects on the front of the rockets. Those should disappear once we get above about 40,000 meters. Alright, both of them have cut their engines. Now they're going to coast up until about 80,000 meters, where they're going to begin their final orbital burn. The TSTO, we can see, hasn't actually activated its second stage yet. So the reason we're going to notice a difference is because of a couple of things, really. As we get higher up, we've burnt most of our fuel in the SSTO getting through the atmosphere and beating Kerbin's gravity. Which means by the time we get to the top, we don't have a lot of fuel left. But we still have these massive fuel tanks to carry with us. And any extra weight that we're carrying means that we need to burn more fuel for every meter per second of delta V. And the second reason is something called specific impulse. Now, specific impulse is how effectively an engine can use its fuel, and different engines will have different specific impulses depending on the air pressure around them. So some engines have a better specific impulse down at ground level, whereas others have a better specific impulse and therefore a better efficiency at much lower air pressures, so high up in the atmosphere or in space. So when we're down at ground level, we've got all the weight of that rocket, we've got a lot of air resistance from all that atmosphere down there, and we've got all the power of Earth's gravity trying to pull that rocket back down to the ground. So we need engines that have a lot of thrust to get us moving, get us up and out of that atmosphere. But once we get higher up, the air becomes a lot thinner. We need engines that are more optimized for low pressure situations or for zero pressure as we get out into space. And so shedding that first stage and switching to those lighter, slightly lower powered but better optimized engines maximizes our fuel efficiency. right, not long now, the TSTO should finish its orbital burn very soon. So let's have a look at the results, shall we? And there we have it. The TSTO still has around 4,456 delta V left, whereas the SSTO only has 1,944 delta V. So 1,944, that might be enough for a moon mission. I don't know with that rocket if you get off the moon again, but yeah, you would be able to get there. The TSTO, on the other hand, 4,400, that could be enough to get you maybe to some of the closer planets. So does this mean I think we should all stop building SSTOs? No, of course not. That's part of the beauty of Kerbal Space Program, being able to build things that would be absolutely absurd in real life. Just like sending a Tesla into space on an escape trajectory. I feel like Elon Musk might be playing Kerbal Space Program, but in real life. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.